Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Would you like to make this beautiful journal? It's got 3 signatures and it's about 8'6", so it's about 5.5 inches by 4 inches and I've made it out of these boxes. Yay! Food packaging boxes. Would you like to have a go with me? Join me now and please subscribe to my channel. Please give me a thumbs up. Where are we? Thumbs up. Please press the notification bell with your crafty fingers. And please share my video. Thank you. Today I'm going to do a challenge with Designs by Lou. And she's a lovely lady. She's a lovely lady. She's has a group called Designs by Lou and has a YouTube channel called Designs by Lou. So this is what her group is doing. I think there's about 4 of us. But hey, this is even better, isn't it? Right, so we've got to make something out of food packaging, and this is included because I did ask. Not exactly food packaging. So what I'm going to make is a journal out of food packaging. So I've taken that one down. This is the one hold on, yeah, there's one with the, we don't need that. I don't know why there was a hole in it. That wasn't me. I think we got it like that. I ordered it from a shop. So that came like that. Oh, and that's got that on it as well. Oh dear, I hope that's going to be okay. I do need this bit. I need this panel and I need that panel. So I'm going to decide which one's going to be the spine. I can undo this as well. So I'm going to undo this and get rid of that. I don't know how, I've never made one with food packaging before, so if I'm doing it wrong, I'm very sorry. But where did I put my ruler? Oh, it's here. I've even got, believe it or not, my ruler. So that's good. I'm going to check we're in shot. We are. I've hired it up because I had it too close yesterday. And you couldn't see what I was doing. So there we go. So I'm going, oops. All you do is push it against the ruler gently and gently and gently. I think that's done it, that bit. Yes, it's done it. You can tell it's done it because it feels rubbery rather than scrapey. Right, and now the other side as well. I'm hoping that A5 paper fits into this. I've just tried it. I think it's going to be slightly too big. Dog's looking at me. Yes, I'm talking to you, dog. Nobody else is here. It's only you. So there we go. Right, so I'm putting the again, taking off the lid because we don't need it yet. We could use it for things, couldn't we, dog? Couldn't we, Neeks? We could use that for things, couldn't we? It says yes, Nanny. Yes, we could, Nanny. Right, so now how would you do this? Have we got a lip? Oh, there, it's at the back. So what I'm going to do is use this bit as my spine then. I'm going to undo this carefully. Oh, she says, scared. She said fearfully. Right, okay. Let's try and get that off. So I'm going to now get this end off. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Good job I checked that because usually, you know what I'm like, I don't check these things. Right, okay. Let's get this. Oh look, that's gone really large. I don't know why I've got glitter on it. Where's, oh, I know where the glitter's from. I've got some, oops, I've got some Mod Podge and it's got glitter in it. It's a very glittery one and I've used it to cover some paper beads. Oh no, and I'm gonna have to do something about that. Oh no, what are we going to do? We could add a bit, I suppose, add a bit of washi tape. I don't know. We'll have to do something about it. It's a bit. I've got some more of these. I've got 3 more boxes, but they're full. I've even had empty one of these because the other day I did have. There you go. It's going to be like that. Oh look! Imagine how thick that's going to be. Ooh! And it's going to be like this when it's finished. No, it's not. The dog's looking at me again. That's all right, dog. Right. Oh, there it is. I'm just looking for this bit, the spiny bit. Just thinking this morning as well about I was having strawberries. I was thinking my strawberries. I was eating, you know, so I'm cutting them to go into the thing, and then I realised I'd forgotten one, and I was thinking to myself, it was saying to me, why are you leaving me behind? Why don't you eat me as well? Why have you got to leave me till last? Why are you taking them other ones away? I was thinking, does it want to be eaten first? Or does it want to be left to rot? I don't know. I don't know what strawberries feel, actually. That's a bit weird. Right, so I've just cut off that bit there. And let's have a look at this bit. Oh, that's no good. Look, because it's... Oh, let's try it. Let's see how far it goes. Yeah, we do need this bit. We need to cut that bit off as well, and this bit. Because I'm using this. I always make the spine. I know it's weird, but I strengthen the spine with material, or I don't strengthen the spine with cardboard, for example. I don't know if that's what I was just thinking. There was a lady on one of the groups who said her spine, I think, had torn. Perhaps that's the reason. She hadn't used any strengthener, like material or book tape or something. That's a point, actually. Right, so that's, I know it's got those little, but let's have a look. Look at the Nescafe Gold. Right, let's have a look. Because that's going to go there. So what I would do perhaps is cover things up. So I could even do this just to cover it up properly. I don't know. Do we take away those? We've got a little lip there, haven't we? Well, can we flatten that? You won't actually see it because I'm going to cover it. I'm going to put that like that. So I'm going to strengthen that because I quite like these being boardy things, not soft. Don't like soft ones. I don't anyway. It's up to everybody else. I don't like I don't like doing journals. I wouldn't like doing the journals. Okay. Ooh. Let's move that up there. Right, let's get the other parts done. I'm going to find out how we do it. I'm just doing it as it is. Let's do it as it is. Let's not mess about. Let's just cut it out and do it as it is. I've got to try and sort of make sure that's not going to affect anything. I don't think it will. I think it's going to be fine. Not done this before, so if I'm wrong and you know exactly what you're doing and you're just watching me because you want to know what I'm doing. Right, okay. I've not done this before, not made a journal out of these. I've made journals out of, oops, cereal boxes, things like that, and I've made small ones. I've made lots of small ones. I don't think I have anyway. Does my memory serve me correctly? I don't know. Right, okay. Oops. Just trying to get here. I always get messages while I'm on here. I'm thinking I need to answer that, but I can't. Yeah, oh look. They'll be good. Good for... So we're keeping those. I'm not throwing those away. Got things to do we can do with those. This is just going to be the basic idea though. I'm just making a basic book. probably 3 signatures. Don't know how many per signature. Perhaps I could do 10 sheets. I've got quite a few sheets. I'm doing white paper, and I'm going to either stencil it, not necessarily vintage, we'll see. Very popular, the vintage theme. I'm hoping people don't always want to do the vintage theme, I know that, so, but it's entirely up to you what you do, obviously. You don't have to. I'm going to try and keep that there, see what happens. And that's going to have, and this one is going to be, it's got an imprint on there, but hey, I'm going to put it there. Okay, so I'm going to get some, I'm going to find my, I'm going to locate my glue. I know one's I just said the word finish, and the dog, that's hilarious, because that's what I say to him is when he goes out, hold on, when he goes out I say to him, you finished? Finished. And he goes then, he knows then to, if he's finished, he comes up onto the concrete. If he hasn't finished, I say patio, he comes up onto the patio. He comes up onto the patio if he's finished. If he hasn't finished, he'll go down and do whatever he needs to do. I'm going to put that upside down. Oh no, shall we put it there? We're having that there rather than this here, aren't we? Yeah, so no, that's going to be upside down because I like this edge better. I don't even know if it's straight. Right. If it isn't straight, I don't think it matters. Why would it matter? Why would it matter if it's not straight? It's homemade. We're not going to go for straight, we're going to go for not measuring. Apart from when I'm going to do the, look, that's quite shiny, so I've got to be careful here, look. You see that's a shiny one. So I'm going to put that there. Oh, that one's bigger than that one. I'm going to cut that down. Whoop, move it up. I'm going to cut it so it is sort of more or less square though. I lost the sheath to this and I found it now. I'm going to cut that along there. It's still in there, it's still in the living room. Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah. There we go. Let's try and get that straight. Oh, we've got a goldy bit there. That's quite nice. I like that. Goldy bits. Oops, hold on. I don't think that needs to be cut. We'll have to see. Let's see how big. I'm going to actually measure it, see how big it actually is. I always said I wasn't going to measure, says me. Right, let's have a look. So we're almost 4 inches by almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 inches. So that would be about A4, wouldn't it? So that's, let's see if we're the same on this one. Almost 4 by all, yeah, so we're about the same. We're not miles out. Now I need some paper. Sunflowers. I was going to make a sunflower journal, wasn't I? Look. Oh, let's do a sunflower one. Look at that for a cover. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Yes, please. No, let's go down there. Let's just get a minimal amount. So, let's see how big this is going to be. I'm going to put my glue back. Look, somebody said the other day on a video, it was put your top like this. I can't remember who it was now. I thought, oh, that's a good idea. I think it's the one who does a 12-minute tips. I don't know what her name is. But just put your glue down like that, and you've got it. I think it was that one. If it isn't that one, I'm very sorry. But it's somebody like that. Let's have a look here. Okay, so where are we now? Let's go for the 2. And we're going for the 9. So we're going for the 9-inch one, which is this one. That's 7 inches. Did you know I could add up sometimes? Right, okay. I'm going to move that down with my hair. I wonder if that's what the holes for. They're quite useful, aren't they? When they've got little things like that. Right, okay, they're going to go all the way down. Now, I'm not sure whether this will work because obviously you have to close, you have to make sure it'll close. Well, that's what we'll have to do. So if we're going to cover it all, we're going to have to make sure it will close. So what I need to do now is get a ruler. Let's go. Where are we in? Yeah, we're in, aren't we? I sometimes say that and we're not even in. Right, so I'm going to get them. Oh no, sorry, no, like that. That be logical, dear. Right, let's go there. Let's go to there. We're going down that line there. And we're going to bend there. I've got to make sure it's the right way round as well. That looks upside down to me. Does this thing actually have a way round then? Yeah, this is going to be my sunflower. I know I was going to make a sunflower journal because I've got this sunflower pad and I thought, sunflowers, yes, sunflower journal. Oh, yeah, here we are, look. So I'm going to fold that correctly now. Try and get it all in. Let's get a bone fold. Have we got a bone folder? Have we got some? Ah, it's another crafter's companion. Yeah, that lady I was talking about the other day, Sarah Davies. Well, she's the one that's the head of Crafter's Companion. She invented the company. Yay! I wondered, you know, the other day I was talking about her, saying how I liked her 12 by 12 papers. Right, let's go again. Let's go like this again. So we're upside down. Excuse me, a little burn folder. Right, let's go like this. You can put your bone folder against it, can't you? Like this. Oops. If you haven't got a bone folder, it's a pair of scissors or something like that, or an edge. You can't use these. These are actually softies. I suppose you could that bit. But they're soft. I found that out yesterday. I thought, ooh, they're soft. Right, and quite expensive, but obviously worth it. I think they will last years. That's a good thing about that, isn't it? Let's make sure we're the that's the right way up because they're facing upwards and all that. Right, so now let's cover, let's see. So we've got to make sure we're going to, can't really glue it down, can you? I'm not sure whether to take this bit off or not. That means they've left in it. Oh, well, yeah, and they left a nice panel, perhaps for a. When we drink, it's going to get cold. Right. I suppose if you'd cut down those, I'm going to cut it off. I think I'm going to cut it off because of that reason. I'm going to make sure it does. I suppose, I don't know, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below. As they say, if it would have worked. But I fancy this little panel as part of the covers. So I'm going to cover it anyway. I'm going to cover that with some tape. I've got some green. It's not, I don't like it though. I've got this. I don't like it because it's too stretchy and it just, it's alright if you're just repairing books, but when you're making a journal, this one's really good. Book guard one, but that's a bit thinner. Right, so I'm going to make sure we're the right way up. Yes, if that's the right way up. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that's the right way up. brand new. This is brand new. Do we normally do it like this? Well, I'm just gluing the back on anyway, so. Excuse me if I'm rocking the table. Right, there we go. Okay, we'll put it on like this. I've got to make sure we're about the same each end. Glue it on. Whoops, we're slipping. They're slipping probably because it's something's quite. But I know what I normally do. Right, so let's get that straight. That is not straight, look. Got to make sure it's definitely, because I'm going to cover that anyway, so it doesn't matter about that. We'll get my scissors, big scissors, and just cut out a little bit, making sure you leave a little millimetre or so, 1/16 of an inch gap there, and cut that off as well. I don't know why we're cutting this off, or do we need to cut this off? Logically says yes, but do we? Let me know in the comments below. Right, here we go. Okay, so let's try this. We're going to do the first cover, because normally what I do is cover when I'm covering a journal. Say if I'm covering it with paper, I will cover the both you know, one side of this panel. So that's what I'm basically doing now. Oh, that reminds me, what was I done talk about earlier? I'm thinking about accents again, as usual. Oh, yes, I know. There's a wonderful artist who does YouTubes. She does it for junk journals, called Michelle Sharp. And I think she's got the Crafty Cove. And she does the most wonderful drawings. And she's got that lovely accent. She's from America somewhere. Don't know where. Somewhere around there. I don't even know if it's Canada. I don't know. But she goes, it's not. I love the way she says R. It's like bird. I said bird. I think she says bird. Oh, I love it. I love the way she speaks. Just making sure we're still recording. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I know, shall we glue this instead of gluing the paper? We'll glue this lot. I think that's a good idea, don't you? I bet you knew that, didn't you? I bet you was telling me, glue the paper. What are you doing? I mean, glue the panel, not the paper. What are you doing, woman? But you're also telling me, weren't you? Yes. And I was thinking, there's me thinking logically, as usual. Logically not. Right, there we go. See, that's quite neat there, isn't it? And then you've got the spine. I'm going to put the I'm going to do a spine journal, not I don't know what they call them. Is it a floating spine? I've heard the word floating spine, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to put my thread joining with bits of paper. That's trouble. They're very attracted to the glue. They love the glue, you know. Right, here we go. And there. So now we're going to glue this like this and like this. You don't have to sing, but if it helps, sing. Right, so now I'm going to push that up there. That's what I should have done on the other one, really can't it up. And then, because obviously you've got to make sure it, because this is quite thick paper actually. I glued that out. I can't remember. Right, pull that up. This is why you get gluey fingers. You don't remember. Hold on a minute. It's not even gluing. And I was going to use actually my. Right, so let's glue this down. Pull it right. Oh, I should have done that first. Make sure it goes against the thing there. So how about that? Now, am I doing the? I think we do the thing afterwards. Put the panel on afterwards. You have to glue. If it doesn't glue, it will glue. If you tell him, if you make it glue, it will glue. You have to make it glue by doing this. Force it to glue. going to make sure this glues. It's doing it. I'm going to put glue. This one seems okay. It's that side. Oh, hold on. No, we're not. We're not. I'm going to get another piece. I've got different size ones. I'm just grabbing whatever. Putting that on there like that. If it hasn't glued then, that means there's not enough glue on it, obviously. Right, there we go, there we go. And, whoops, hold on. Oh, it's a tiny, look at the size of that one. Oh, it's tiny, look. Oh, it's a baby one. That is, it's like him. I bet he thinks I'm talking to him. No, he's asleep. There we go. So there's that. Okay. Now I'm going to have to put 3 on, not 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to make sure that's the correct way up. Now how am I going to make sure I get the right way up? Because obviously I'll be concentrating on the, so I'm going to put the word T, whole word, look. Word T, that's a whole word. The word T. Okay, well, letter T. Cup of tea, actually it's coffee, but never mind. Right, okay, let's try and get, so what I'm going to do now is get the hairs off, to get attracted to these things, and this is how I do this, move it over all together to make sure we grab it. Now this is annoying, it's so annoying, it's so stretchy. Right, so I'm going to put that down there. Yeah, that's about right, because I can see this is about right. I'm going to cut it there, even though it's going to be too short for the front, because this is such annoying stuff. Don't know why I bought it. It's because it was cheap. I thought I'm going to get that £8 one instead of the £15 one. Yeah, not worth it. Again, and you get loads of it. Look. That's going to last me ages. Right, okay. There's this one as well. I'll do it like this again. Going against this edge like this, and just moving it over. That's the only way I could think of doing it. Unless you measure it, I suppose you could. Oh, I've done a bit too much on that side, but hey, Wit's a homemade book. Wit's a homemade book. Well, we have to do 3. Do we have to do 3? Okay, oops. Which is the front? That's the front. Oh, it is, look. Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? It goes wider at the bottom and narrow at the top. But that will have to do. So what I'm going to do now is just make sure we've got, I'll just do 2. This is stuff so annoying. Cut a bit off for there. It squeezed me. Yeah, I was going to put a piece of material on. You can do that as well, obviously. Glue it on, because that will help seal the spine. Don't leave it as cardboard, because it could rip quite easily. I don't know why. I think that might be what that lady did, actually, thinking about it. I never thought about it then, but I have now. I'm just going to put my think about it. Right, okay, so that's fine. So you're not going to see a lot of that anyway, so don't worry about it. So make sure it's nice and, oh, look, a nice bendy spine. But it's going to be secure. I don't like that. I don't like the way I've done that. Oh, should I put another piece of, I'm going to put another piece on, because I don't like the way that looks. So I'm going to try and do it a bit better this time. Shall we try and do it like, let's use our board, shall we? To make sure we're going to go, let's go for there. I'm going to go for there. That's a better idea, isn't it? I just didn't like it. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go, nice and slow. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Is that better? Yeah. It's a bit better anyway. Do we not like the back either now? So there's plenty of that stuff I've got, so perhaps I can use a bit more of it. Even though it's making that a bit bumpy, but hey. Right, so I'm going to make sure we've got, that was quite straight actually, so yeah, it wasn't too bad at all, but I did not like the one I did. I can't lean my head over, so I'm going to do it from here. I'm not going to lean my head over because I do that too much. You can see my hair. Right, okay, whoops. Let's go. Oh no, do not bunch up. Stay as you are. As you were. Right, okay. Let's get this in. Okay, let's do this and this. I can decide what cover I'm going to put on the inside, can't I? And I've got some Fabri-Tac glue that I'm going to use for the privilege. I think that's okay. That's okay because it's got lines down it, because we're going to have lines down anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You can't really see it. Can you see it? I can't actually see it very well even here. You can probably see it. I'm thinking, oh, I can see that. But I can't actually see it so well. I don't know why I've put another one down there, because it's exactly the same as it was before. Oh, weird. Right, okay, let's find a piece of this. I'm going to try, where did I put the other piece? Right, so let's have a look. Look, all those different ones. I don't think I'd use that. That would be too much, wouldn't it? I wouldn't use the other side though, because I'd like that. Perhaps that. Quite like that. That one. I'm going to use that one because that one's a bit, but well, it's okay. You might think, oh, I really like that one, and I'm thinking, I don't like that. So it's entirely up to you. Obviously, it's got blue in the pretty cover. Let's have a look. So see how big it's going to be. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 inches by, let's see, let's try and make it, if I can get it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, less than 4 definitely. It's 4 3/4, 4 and 1, 2, 3.5. Is that too less? 4, let's do 3. Should we do 3 3/4? 3 3/4 by 5.5. Who wasn't going to measure? Right, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 3/4. That's not right, is it? I'm going to do it this way actually. 3. Is it 3 3/4? That's 4. That's 3 3/4. There. Looking at the pattern as well, because I've got a pattern here. There we go. That'll do it. Oops, I'm lifting up the ruler and I shouldn't be doing that. That's because I haven't got my fingers down on it properly. I'm pushing it down. Ah, I can feel that's done it. It's done that bit anyway. And if I'm doing it in different places, there we go. Have I got slivery edges? 5.5. Doesn't matter which way you do round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Got to make sure of the under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. 5.5. Five and a half. I'll turn that around because then it's got a straight edge. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I thought I'd done that. That's why it wasn't cutting properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Yes, I've cut off some slivers. We're going to have to see to them. Perhaps with some scissors. Don't forget, I'm not used to doing this. Just using a cutting blade and that. There we go. Done it straight away. Just to show me that it can do it. Right, so I'm going to get rid of this lot. Are we straight? How straight are we? Yeah, so we need to get rid of the little sliver there. Oops, was that right? Yeah. Whoops, not that little sliver. There we go. There we go. Nice and slow. Where are we on this one? I think this one's a bit thingy as well, because we're not very good with our... Don't forget, it takes practice. Oh, come on. Let's get plenty of this on because... Hold on, we don't know where we're going up to, do we? Let's just check it. Don't forget, we don't know which one, where the top is now without... Just notice the top, making sure that's going to fold. Ah, now is it? Just making sure it's at the end there. Because, yeah, it needs to be there. So I'm going to glue down here. You know what, I should glue this. You know what you should glue, don't you? This. There's me gluing that again. I'm doing it again. It's much easier to glue this. And I'm going to put it really near the end. I think you've got to be quite generous with this because it's got to stick down, especially this on the material bit. There. Is that the right way around? I think I have to turn it that way now if it's the wrong way. Okay. I have to put it quite way up there, even though it's... I think I must have measured it very slightly wrong. Let's just check we're not bending. No, that's fine. Okay. Check again. Let's check this. Pieces of card. Hold on, I'll keep that one actually. Okay, so we're going to make a cute little sunflower journal. How about that? Sunflower journal. The sunflowers, about this time of year, isn't it? Sunflowers come out. Ooh. So we're August, I think it is, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not a gardener, I'm trying to say. Oh no. Come on. Glue on the object. Then we know where we are. I'm gluing in midair, but it's fine. I'm gluing in midair so you can see what I'm doing. Whoops. I'm just hoping that I haven't shown you my knees, because my knees are quite... I'm not quite in the desk, so I'm making sure we've got plenty on that bit there. And I'm going to turn that over like that. And make sure it's right against the edge because I did not measure it properly. There we go. We're in. Hopefully that's nice and... Ooh, how about that then? I could have perhaps rounded the corners. Do you think I could have? I don't know. It looked quite nice. It looks a bit edged. Anyway, that is the cover. So we've now completed the cover. Hooray, hooray. Let's bring the flags out. That's going to be too big, look. Wait a minute, we're going to come in there. So that's going to be that big. So we'd have to cut off a little tiny bit. Let's see how big that bit is. I'm remembering how big it was. Let's do it in inches. Okay, oh, it's about is that a quarter of an inch. So we need to use quarter of an inch on each piece of paper. I was going to use 10, wasn't I? Let's have a look. I don't know how we're going to do. I think what I'm going to do is put this off, and then I'm going to cut the paper. I don't know if, do you know how to cut the paper? Do you think I know how to cut the paper? No. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some other paper as well we can use. All sorts of paper here. Oh, that was a piece of, that's what I'm going to do. I don't know how many paper pages we've got. One. That's 10. So that's going to have plenty of room for pockets and tags, aren't we? Ooh, that's going to be good because I like putting pockets and tags. I could even do some of my new style pockets in there as well. I think that would be really good. Yes, and I can cover it. Yes, then I can perhaps cover it with that paper. That'd be really good, wouldn't it? You've seen my new. If you haven't seen my new pockets video, it's called "Look, New Pockets for Your Junk Journal." Oh, so that's exactly an inch, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's exactly 8 inches. So these things are going to be 4 inches. So that's what I'm going to do. Yep, hold on. Oh, we're going back. Look, the other way around here. I'm going to trying to pull it out. Well, these things are sent to triers, aren't they? What's that on? One, whoops. 2, 3-ish. Oh, are we in? Are we done? No. Oh, we are somewhere. Yeah, feel it. You can feel when it's done. Right, now I'm going to take a quarter of an inch off the other side. Okay, in case you don't know how to do this, because I don't know either. So we're both learning together. I'm going to take just a bit less than half. I'm going to do, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just over 5.5 there. I'm going to take that over the mark. Okay, and take off what, a quarter of an inch. This is obviously British sizes. Does anybody? So it'd be slightly different, but obviously whatever your packaging says, I would try and make it just either a tiny bit smaller or the same. I think some of mine's going to be the same. This is going to be a bit smaller actually. Oops, hold on. I'm going to do the other ones off camera because you're going to be so bored. And I'm going to make sure we come back on landscape. Portrait, no, don't put it on portrait. I don't like seeing videos on portrait that people have intended to be landscape. So obviously it's very good to use. Oh, we're a bit long. We're still a bit long. Right, that is true. Right, so what you do now you've got your signature all done, is cut off your little bit of, you've got a pointy bit there, look. So I'm going to cut off the pointy bit as well. So you cut off your pointy bit. I don't always have to do this, but I'm going to cut off my pointy bit. Yeah. Not made a journal this size for ages. I usually make A5 ones. I think my first journal was a square one. Use that. I might have used a box. I might have used a box from the first one. That was square, so I think I probably did actually. But I can't remember whether I used. I can't remember. It's all right. We'll leave it. I can't remember whether I used what I used for the spine. Oh, it's material. Yes, I covered it with material. I covered the whole lot with material. So I covered this with material, the spine, and the what's the spine made from? I can't remember. I know it's pillowcase. A really pretty one. It was like a pinky flowers, different sort of pinks, like very pastel-y ones. Right, so I've got some of that. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same for the others. More paper, please. So I'm going to close down, and then I'm going to come back. Just back for a news flash. I've decided to take off that altogether instead of messing about. So I'm taking off 1/4 of an inch plus the extra all together. Okay, right then everyone, so now I've done my 3 signatures. I'm going to put them in here somehow. Right, so let's measure. I'm going to measure actually how big the spine is. I don't know whether we've got a, oh we have, we've got a grey. That might do. Right, so let's go in there. So that's about there. But it's about, is it about 2.5 inches? So I'm going to find the middle. I'm going to find them. I know it's going. I'm going to mark the page. Oh no, I'm going to mark the page. Ooh. Right, see how long it is. It's actually 5.5. So from the, how many pamphlet stitch shall we do? Let's do a few. I like doing pamphlet stitches. You know what I'm like with my pamphlet stitch. 3 pamphlet stitches too easy. That's exactly the middle there. I find the 3 pamphlet stitch is too mundane, and you've got to do really long stitches, so I might do 5 for this. Hope you don't mind. But if 3 pamphlet stitches, everybody does those. So I'm going to do a more. Right, what's half of 2.5? It's I don't know. Is it somewhere right? I've got somewhere around the right place. 3/4. Is it 1 3/4? No, yeah, no. Wait a minute. 1 1/4. 1.5. Make it too big. 1 1/4. It must be 1 1/4. Is it 1 1/4? It's about there. Yeah, I would say 1 1/4 sounds about right. So that's the middle. That is directly in the middle. So let's do that as well. So about here, about there. 1 1/4. I'm going to join this. No, actually, we're going to do. That's because I'm too eager. I might get it wrong if I don't do it right. Like 1 1/4. So we're going to come up there and try not to do to the top because I don't want to make. You'll be able to see it probably, would you? Yeah. Well, this is going to be the middle signature, so you probably wouldn't see it. Right, either side. That does not look straight. One and a quarter. 1 1/4. Yes, it is straight. Yes, it is. There we go. 1 1/4. 1. Yes, it's probably just because my thingy underneath isn't straight. So I'm going to either side go 1/2 inch. And either side go 1/2 inch. It is a bit of a bit harder to do the perhaps. Oh yeah, the bit I don't like is the, oh, I haven't to put yet what's names in your holes. Right, so now I'm going to make a line there, dear. Whoops, I'm going away. Am I in shot? My hand shot if I was down here. I hope so. And I'm, yeah, probably not. So let's get up there and then a line there. And that's the middle, isn't it, we found. Let's go for the middle. So if I'm doing it on there, I'm probably too low for you. So it's 2 3/4 is the length. It's about there. So that's half. 2 3/4. Who said I can't do maths? Well, arithmetic. Right. Okay. Oh, but my drink's cold now. Right, that's that one. So now I've got to do. Right. So I'm going to do, no, we're not going all the way to the bottom. Right, so the middle, we're going to the 1 inch mark from there, look, from that 3. And we're going to, from that 3, we're going into the 1 inch mark. Right, this is the one with the nought in the middle. Right, and we're going to do, we're doing inches because I just did inches. Oh, it's 2 inches. Right, so it's the 2 inch mark there. And that's the 2 inch mark there. So that's easy. Then that makes it the 1 inch mark there. The 1 inch mark there. 1 inch, 2 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 2 inch. Hope you can see my numbers on here. And that's 1 inch. And oh, that looks wrong. Oh, that's wrong. It's right. It's this that's wrong, not that. Right, get it right, dear. Make sure you're right. Let's get the white. I'm putting the white marks on just to make sure I get the right ones. Shall we do pokey tool or shall we do? Got pokey tool. Have I got my other thing down here? I don't know, take it upstairs. Oh, I might go and get it in a sec. Hold on. Okay, so this is my favourite tool. This is the one I bought. This is the thing I bought first of all when I did junk journaling, because it's got the things. Oh, I don't want that one. We need the 1.8 because we're not going to put any eyelets in. So I'm doing the 1.8. This is definitely my favourite tool. The thing is, I don't. It's all the holes you have to make. Right, so what I'm doing is putting the thingy over the hole, trying to click to make sure it's in the right place, which it is. It is in the right place there. And some people make templates. I've tried it. It's a waste of time, really, I think. Hold on, how come I've got... Oh, I don't know why that's so. I'm going to put it in between somewhere. Don't know why that's too low. There we go, so that's 3. This cloth, I don't like this cloth either for the... Wait a minute. Are we on? Yeah, that's 3. So I'm trying to get into the heel, the lock. Even if it's not quite right, it still works. So if you do it wrong, don't worry. I think I did there. Did I do that out of sync? Or is it in the right? Oh no, I did, yeah. Never mind, hey. I've got to make sure it's in the right place. But if you do it slightly wrong, don't worry. Don't have to start again. It does actually. It still work. If the more you practice, hopefully the better you get anything. But don't get too overconfident. Hold on. I don't know why that's not. Why is that decided? It might be because it's over 3. What are you doing? Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's doing one of his mad half-hour things. Wait a minute. Are we in there? Yeah, we're in there. I'm trying to show you that, but I'm covering it up, aren't I? With the book side. Not your back side, your book side. There we go. Right. Right, the biggest thing on my body is my belly. I think, anyway. My belly is my biggest thing because it's what I eat with. It's not really what I eat with. Yeah, you just shove your food inside there. Don't think that'd be much of a pleasure, do you? Right, okay. Ooh, that's definitely needs. We definitely need some removing doing here. Where's my lip? Ah, no. I've got these mini scissors. These. Oh, we've even got the thing on. I mean, that's unusual. Right, so let's get. Oh, just going to remove. So what I'm doing is just removing these. So I'll probably cut this bit out. That's those done. Right, so for this signatures, like I've got a pretty one. That's going to be the middle one, I think. So let's put that in the middle one already. Okay, let's get this. So what we do is stagger them like this, equally. Oh dear, which is the top? That one. So how are we going to know which is the top? We're going to have to make sure we know, because obviously we need to know. Right, which one's the top? This one, and that's the top. Shall we put something there? We want to know what's the top, please. What about this teeny weeny lemon squeezy? There. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know. We could have done with some. Right, let's do this differently. We're going to put, that's tiny. We're going to put these at the top, or one of them at the top. Right, okay, so we're going to put, whoops, excuse me. What we're going to do is stretch them out, make sure we're even though we're supposed to have that in the middle. Right, I'll put this at the side, and I'll put one of these at the top. Then we know what the top is. Okay. So one of these, one of these, one of those, one of these, one of those. One of these at the side, like this, whoops. And one of those at the top. Whoa, hold on a minute. We're not level. That's better. Behave. They say they're going to blame me in a minute. Right, okay, these papers do blame you, you know. If you get it wrong. Then purposefully they'll move out the way. So, hold on a minute. Yeah, that's top, yeah. Purposefully it will move out the way so you don't know where you are then, do you? You have to behave. So we're going to go there. And we're going to go. Yes, they do. They misbehave, you know, these papers. And we're going to go like that. Okay. So what you do now is gather yourself together. I don't know if that's going to work because obviously you've got the thingies in the way. That one can be the one underneath. That can be the one up under. Told you they start to play about. And that's the one on top. I know I've got them in the way. Let's find the 3 little marks there. So now you need your 5 marks if you're doing 5. And I've got to try and sort of like do it like this. So hopefully you'd be able to do it better than me because you'd be able to lean over. This is my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Right, there we go. Let's put this there, oops, and that there, this there nicely, that there nicely, and that there extremely nicely because you're not down. Right, so that'll do. We can find our way, can't we? So what you do now, dears, to make sure you've got your spine, to make sure you've got that line there, make sure you've got, and also there, it's going to have to go into the middle. So you fold it outwards and try and get a proper line. Okay, proper line. Make sure you've got it, so then it will go in the middle. Bend it in, bend it out, make sure it's all there, all secure, all done. Now this is the theory. Whether it's the practice, we don't know, but that's going to be. So now I'm going to make holes with that. I'm going to put that there through this here. It is a quite cumbersome machine, but it's really good. It's my favourite. As I said, I'm glad I got it. It was £38 when I got it. So I don't know how much it is now. Probably the same, probably gone down, probably gone up. I don't know. Probably the same actually. I got it, wow, I don't know how long ago I got it. 2 years or more. 2 years ago. Right, and there we go. Am I doing, how am I on, aren't I? You can't see my belly, can you? No, I hate that when you can see my belly that time. Big belly! Right, there we go. Right, okay, I'm making sure we're okay. So again, this time you do the same. Yeah, so make sure you've got, they're all on the line, all on that fold there, which is good. So you need to fold that back like this, and make sure you've got a nice crease there. Now, yeah, that's perfect. They're all on the fold. So now you come along and you do it accurate. If you do it in the right place, you're laughing, because you're going to do a perfect. Right, I think I can do all the way down, can't I, with this size paper? Because when you've got A5 paper, you have to stop. I'm going to try and do it on that line rather than the. That's naughty, really, isn't it? I think I should be doing it on the whole. Right, let's see if that's gone in the middle. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, it's because I've made the line. Right, there we go. Right, I'm going to go on the lane rather than the actual lane. Right, there we go. Oh, that one is not. Is that one not in properly? Got to make sure we're India. Right. Yeah, sort of like. I think we're to the side a bit, aren't we, on this one? So I'm going to try and make it more towards that way where the actual crease is. Now we're going to leave a little green mark, but here. Yep, and that one as well. I think it's about the same. It doesn't really matter. It'll still work. It will still absolutely work. You don't have to. Don't go too far over. If you do that, I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Right, what I mean is, I don't even know where it looks actually. Excuse me, but I'm trying to get out. Right, so let's have a look. So yeah, so what I've done is very slightly gone that way. You can't even tell actually. Yeah, I've just got the very edge of that green there, because I've gone very slightly over there, because the line is actually telling me it's the middle is there. So that's what you do, dears. That's what you do. That's which way round were we? Oh, we must have been this way. We must have been this way. Right, let's just get these off. Yeah, you can take them off now. Oh no, wait a minute, which was the top? I think this was the top, because I can see this crease. So I'm leaving that on there. That's the top. Don't take the bottom off. Just take the. You want to know where the top is, don't you? Right, it's best to leave it. Best to make sure you know what the top is, because I've put the signatures on upside down, and it's sort of like half of them are this way and half of them are that way. So even though it's supposed to be equal, it's not. It doesn't matter. It still works. I'll still use it. It's my big, thick, ginormous gator mouth one. Okay. Right. Oh yeah, you can also do elastic as well. I've done a one with elastic recently, but no, we're not doing that. We're doing this. I'm doing this is my favourite bit now. Now, colour wise, let's have a look. Oh, I like that. Oh, don't you think that one will look nice? Except for when it's trying to grab everything else. Right, so what I'm trying to do is get 3 lengths of this. 1, 2, 3. This is embroidery thread. So I'm going to get 3 lengths of that one. Watch this catch so it doesn't, so I can't get it. 1, 2, and then I've got to find the end again. I lost it. There it is, and oh, it is going to do it. It's going to play ball. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm losing. Why am I losing so many needles? I don't know where they are. I know I've got some in. Look, that was full. Now there's about 3 in there. Where are they gone? Come on. Where do they all go to? I think you're supposed to start at the back for some reason. I don't know where. Now we're going to have the tied bit in the middle of our. You can have it outside or in, but This is going to be inside, so right to the middle of your journal. Right, so what I'm going to do is, what you do is, when you're doing the 3 pamphlet stitch, you go through the middle there, and you can come either, it doesn't matter whether you go up the top, but if you do the same way around all the time, you come up to the top and then go through there, miss out in the middle and go down this one. But because I'm doing the 5, I'm going through the back, this one, the very next hole, I go, oh, no, you don't have to make that noise, but come on. There it is, found it, and through that, and then, oops, make sure you stay there. You can use those clips, you know, those sewing clips, and then through the very next hole, and it looks perfectly positioned, you see, so I'm not going to catch that again, are we? Right, so the very next hole, it comes down, and then you miss out in the middle, next hole, and again weave that one, and making sure you're all on the same line, you're not going over there or over here, and making sure, oh, is that going to be caught? I think I've split the thingy a bit, but that might be okay. Right, make sure you're over there. So I've actually think I've come actually through some of this. Let's see how it does. If not, I'm going to have to take it, and that's fine. Right, make sure it can, and it's not going to tear up. Do this, and then we're making sure we're either side of the thing, and then we're going to tie a knot. Ooh. And then with the other one we're going to tie a knot. Ooh. And then the other one we're going to tie a knot. So I'm swapping over my thingies and tying the knots, because that makes it go the other way. So it can now perfectly well do this, no problems, and hopefully nice and tight. Yeah, next one, yay. Now we can take this off in case it gets in the way, because it is getting in the way half the time, especially when I'm trying to sew things in. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Now I know which way around it is. As long as we don't move it, we can take this one off as well, because it got in the way that first time. Right, okay, middle, is it the middle one we're on? Yeah, because we have to be this side, don't we, not that side. I don't know where I'm going. There. Okay, so in the middle again, in there, down we go, down, down, down we go. Right, and then obviously to about there, then next one. That's why the 3 pamphlet stitch is so easy, because you only have to do, I'm making sure I'm in the middle there, and again we're going up the top through that middle hole, top, middle hole, then down to the next one, which is, because I'm doing the 5 pamphlet, and then we're going that one. If you want to throw yourself in the deep end and do the 5 pamphlet stitch first, and there we go. Okay, so now we're going, whoops, and now we're going, and now we're going, whoops, and now we're going, whoops. Now we go. Right, oh, wait a minute, I'm trying not to go through the embroidery thread, so you try not to split the embroidery. You try not to split the embroidery thread. Okay, make sure, because if you do that, it might be in the wrong place and it'd be harder to pull. I think I've done that one. Oh no, I haven't. It's all right, I thought I'd done it then. Right, again, make sure you can keep it tight, but make sure you can pull that nicely like that, so make sure it's not too tight on the, and we won't split it. Oops, where are we? Are we? Yeah. So take it like that, so it's either side of that. Give it a nice, and then swap over. Do it again. Swap over, and do it again. There we go. That's 3. That's 2 then now. See, that can close and open perfectly. Right, so this is the 3rd one, or the front one, and I'm going to take that off again so it doesn't get in the way. If you got something a bit more flat, you could, such as a paper clip, you could obviously leave it on if you think you're going to get lost. Okay, so that one goes through the middle like that, and get rid of all the little bits that fall off, and that one there, and then that one there. I think 5 pamphlet stitch is too hard. It's not. Only the only thing is making all the holes. That's the thing about making the doing the 5 pamphlet stitch. It's making all the holes. That's really annoying. Trying to get that a bit more full so it will still pull. Right, okay, so we go over there. Through. Can you tell I'm getting excited because I'm near the end? through. Right, and then yeah, I missed that bit out, obviously. Just checking I have. Right, and then, whoops, hold on. So, come on, dear, come on. We're nearly finished. We're nearly finished. We're nearly through. There we go. I think that goes in there. Okay. Yeah. Collecting all the little, you know, the little pieces that come out of them, out of those holes. Still got some in. Right, okay, are we not, are we? Not are we? No, we're not collecting the other threads now. Okay, so let's bring that through. Okay, and just give it a quick tug, make sure it's tight, but then you do this. Keep hold of those and making sure you can close it without it being tight, because if it's too tight it might tear eventually. Look, there we go. That's one side. Now swap over, other side, and swap over other way to make sure we're in. Right then, shall we put a bit of tiny little bit of fabric tack on there, just to make sure we're going to stay. I'm just going to check. I don't need to undo it for any reason. We're okay. I don't think so. I think we're all okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's going to be fun doing this journal. Might do a little bit on video as well. Right, okay, so let's, whoops. Might do a bit of sunflowery bits on video, yay. Before September, before the end of September. I don't know, how long does sunflowers last? I know they seem to be late summer, aren't they? Okay. Now I'll snip them off with my pretty scissors, my nice scissors. These got a magnetic thing on them, so you can get your, where's on my pins? Oh, that's T-pin. That T-pin's not magnetic. Look, magnetic. Find my pins. Okay, and the last one is, hey. So how about that for the sunflower journal? There we go. So we've got a nice little A6-ish. It's just under A6, isn't it? A6? Is it A6? That is A6. Yes. It's just under A6. So it's 4 inches from there to there, and is it 5.5 from top to bottom. Very pretty, very pretty. It's 40. So it's 40 times 3. So it's 120 pages in there. You wouldn't believe it, would you? I could even make my little pockets. You know my pockets. You've seen my pockets video. If you haven't seen my pockets video, you need to see my pockets video, because you can make some amazing. I make some mega pockets out of these. I'm going to do it actually. So you take, that would make, so that would be a half a page, this one would be 3/4 a page, those two would be 4 pages, that would be 3/4 of a page, that one would be, you can even use the middle, it doesn't matter, that one would be half a page, and there you are, 3 pockets. And if you want to know how to make it, go to my Look New Pockets, or the update's a better one. First update's the best to look at that, because it shows you how to use it with ribbons. Okay, I'm getting these little bits off, look. See, it's not perfectly straight, but it works. See? And that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. So don't worry if you don't get yours absolutely. Try and get it almost. If it's almost, it's fine. Okay, so if you like my content, I don't know why this is happening, but if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos by giving me a thumbs up. Please press the notification bell with your crafty fingers, and please share my video. Thank you so much, and goodbye.